As America is approaching elections and investors are approaching uncertain times, it is important to have proper asset allocations in time like this to avoid possible major drawdown in one's portfolio. Hi, I'm Vipul Trivedi, CEO and founder of Vtrade Capital, and today we'll explain you about asset allocation and objective way to address safe havens. Well, what is safe haven? During uncertain times, investors always look to invest in safe haven instruments. When we are talking about safe haven instruments, there are very few and traditional. 3 to 4 instruments come to our mind, like gold, yen, Swiss franc, treasury bills, and US dollars. But why we think these instruments are safe haven? Because historically they have managed to outperform turbulent periods. Ideas behind investing in these instruments are keeping funds in safer assets. But why do investors believe these instruments are safe haven? Because it has historical maintained its value over time. It serves as a form of insurance against adverse economic events. When an adverse event occurs, treasury bills like US treasury bills are backed by US government, hence are considered as a safe haven, even in turbulent economic climate. Currencies like Swiss franc, Japanese yen also considered as a safe haven currency, given the stability of their government and its financial system. The Swiss franc usually faces a strong upward pressure stemming from increased foreign demand. Switzerland has a large, safe and stable banking industry, low volatility and capital market, virtually no unemployment, high standard of living and positive trade balance figures. But in recent times, what we have felt and experienced that safe haven terminology and instruments are changing. Stocks like Amazon, Apple, Microsoft and Alphabet are changing trends as a new safe haven. Now you will think why I'm counting stocks as a safe haven. It is counterintuitive because stocks are perceived as a risky bet. But we cannot paint everyone with the same brush. Likewise, we cannot put every stocks in the same bucket. COVID-19 has changed the world upside down for many companies. But as I mentioned earlier, companies like Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, and Microsoft not just grew in a pandemic, but made us realize that how our world is incomplete without them, and how much we are dependent on them. We are used to order online via Amazon using iPhone or via Windows laptop and searching through Google. We realize that how much our life is evolving around them. Now comparing them with the traditional asset class holding US dollar, which turned out poor decision this year, Japanese yen remained relatively flat, and Swiss franc with modest gain of 8% this year. Only gold, who managed to live up to the standards of the safe haven with close to 30% year-to-date gains. Now, if you look at these stocks, Amazon return was around 70 to 80%, Apple was up like 55 to 60%, Alphabet was 20-30%, and Microsoft around 30 to 40%. These companies have witnessed major crises like dot-com bubble or even 2008 global financial crisis and ongoing COVID-19. But not only these companies have survived, but they have emerged as stronger than before. The ability to grow businesses in this time, this makes them worthy of the title of new safe haven. Since COVID-19 started spreading quickly across the globe, we have witnessed meltdown in the months of February and March. But surprisingly, market recovered in a V-shaped fashion. We all know major reason was Fed with Q programmer behind this rally. But it was not that all stocks were rallying. Market leaders were 4 companies: Apple, Amazon, Microsoft and Alphabet, and some other stocks as well. We have seen 2 years worth of digital transformation in these 2 months. Nadella emphasized during Microsoft's April earnings, the shift in public behavior has given birth to new safe haven. Amazon, Apple, Google and Microsoft revenue grew at the rate of 26%, 21%, 21% and 8% respectively, average in last 10 years. And they may not grow at the same rate in future, but these companies or their products are always going to be in demand regardless of economic situation. Why we think these 4 companies are more reliable than gold, Swiss franc or Japanese yen is their market cap is as good as any developed countries. But with high growth and huge demand, and they are sitting on pile of cash. Amazon is sitting on around $70 billion of cash. Apple is with $195 billion of cash. Microsoft with $135 billion of cash. Alphabet with approximately $121 billion of cash. These companies are highly innovative, unlike traditional safe haven. Bottom line is, if you compare this traditional safe haven with this new edge safe haven with different parameters, you'll figure out why we think safe haven terminology is changing. Although we are not suggesting or advising anything here, these companies are highly innovative, unlike traditional safe haven, and I believe this stocks could be next new safe haven. For more info, please visit vtrade.net. Thank you.